Wherever you may be watching us from, this is News Review. My name is Lamin Jai. Coming up, massive fire erupts at the Kanifing Industrial Zone, destroying properties worth millions of dollars. We have a report on that. Also coming up, ISIS leader Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi is dead. US President Donald Trump has confirmed. These and more coming up, but first we will have a look at the papers. I have the Standard as well as the Point. The Standard today lead story is reporting that Fuller Association split over meeting with Barrow. Also, Gambia urged to abolish Public Order Act. Also on the Standard, CBG gives banking sector clean bill of health. Also, Sabali drops GLIDP to join UDP. Comfort Quality Services thanks government for aluminium number plates and barcode database printing contract. We'll quickly go through the reports there. A breakaway faction of the Gambian chapter of Tabital Pulago, an international pro-Fulani organization, has accused its Gambian head, Sididem, of instigating tribalism in the country by spearheading a move to bring all Fullers in the country to back President Adama Barrow. At a press conference on Saturday, members of the faction alleged that Mr. Dem has met with President Barrow and is alleged that Mr. Hasmed and is scheming to corral the Fulani base to support the president in his political plans. Also, Gambia urged to publish Public Order Act or to abolish Public Order Act. The Institute for Human Rights and Development in Africa and the Robert F. Kennedy Human Rights have called on the Gambia government to revoke the Public Order Act, which has often been used to restrict the right to peaceful assembly. Also, CBG gives banking sector clean bill of health. The first deputy governor at the Central Bank of the Gambia, Dr. Sekou Jabi, has revealed that the banking system remains fundamentally sound, well capitalized, profitable, and highly liquid. Dr. Jabi made this comment while delivering a speech during the 4th annual bankers dinner held over the weekend at Bijilo. Also, Sabali drops GLIDP to join UDP. The leader of a party in the offing called Gambia Liberation for Independence and Democracy Party, Almami Sabali, has said he has abandoned setting up his own organization and joined UDP. That is what the Standard is reporting on today. The Point is reporting that more than 30 people arrested at Sare Debo over mosque construction mishap. Gambia is now a free visa zone for all chartered and scheduled flights. Fuller Association advisor there, Barrow want Gambian Fullers to support him. That's the Tabital Pulago Bruhaha there. Also, Tabital Pulago Gambia says planned meeting with Barrow was apolitical. CBG first deputy governor, Gambia banking system remains fundamentally sound. I think that is reported by the Standard too. So the Tabital Pulago Gambia says planned meeting with Barrow was apolitical. Members of Tabital Pulago, Gambia-based Gambia Association, a group of Gambian Fullers, has denied what he called claims by some people that their planned meeting with President Barrow was politically motivated. The lead story on the Point is saying more than 30 people arrested at Sare Debo over mosque construction mishap. Police in Basse have arrested more than 30 people, including men, women, and their suckling babies, following a serious fight among the community members over the construction of a community mosque. So that will be all for the papers. Now we will go to our first story there. An incendiary fire at the Kanifing Industrial Zone Sunday evening caused colossal damage to property estimated in millions. The fire was the first of its kind in the history of the country. Modu Justice Dabo was among the first few journalists who arrived at the scene, and he prepared this report read in our studios by myself. First of its kind in the history of fire outbreaks in the country. The sounds of explosions from the fire have sent many in the residential areas of Kanifing and Old Josuang out from their houses onto the street for either out of curiosity or panic. As of on Sunday night, no life has been reported lost in the fire, but this man has been counting the cost.
Fi mom kay place suma rakala sen warehouse la so dan ma call 1 hour gannaaw ñu ne ma fire bi moo taka fii so léegi bu ma doon ñëw si yoon bi dama la ci safara bi fu mu jógee mu ne si Khadim company gars si lu ñu wax mu ne si Khadim company seen watchman moo doon lakk ay ñax foofu noonu mu ne safara bi dafa téye gaz léegi dafa ñëw ba fii léegi moom kay store bi yëpp moom kay comme la ko gisee moom kay bagage yëpp dem na waaye duñ mën a su ma rakama ko moom ay fourniture bagage rek ay fourniture bagage mooy ay toogu ay carpet ay yooyu noonu waaw waaye bagage yëpp dem na moom kay waaye gars yi train na moom kay fire service moom kay def na liggéeyam.
Cause of the unprecedented fire disaster has not been officially established yet, but sources say it started from Khadim Gas Company, and the destruction that it caused the gas distribution company and the businesses around it is unquantifiable. So shocked and devastated to talk to us, this man was a dealer in used cars at around the gas complex where the fire was reported to have started.
Because by this moment. Yeah, I know.
He had lost everything as exploding gas butanes landed on his cars and incinerated them in the process. As reports of the threateningly dangerous fire went widely around town, the mayor of Kanifing municipality, accompanied by the mayoress of Banjul and other local authority officials, high-heeled it to the scene.
I was at a political rally with the Lord Mayor of Banjul, and we heard the terrible news. I sent an advance team, including the police commissioner. But when we heard the matter was getting out of control, we thought it was important to come find out for ourselves and help in the coordination of both central government and local government resources. And the Lord Mayor of Banjul as well has been instrumental. She's been supporting me, also suggesting and helping with the coordination as well.
And the mayor was impressed with what he saw as far as coordinating efforts in the fight against the fire is concerned.
I'm thankful to the Commissioner of Gambia Police Force, Mr. Kalilu Njai, Commissioner of Municipal Police, Mr. Sise, and all the personnel who are here to risk their lives to ensure that the environment is safe and the fire does not get out of hand.
The mayoress of Banjul was in full solidarity with the victims.
I am here to show solidarity, you know. This will show you that in Banjul, we don't care about whether it happens in Banjul or it happens in Birkama, you know. This is just touch one, touch all. So therefore, I am here, of course, to show solidarity. We were in a rally, and when we heard that there's a fire outbreak here, I don't need to sit there. I need to come and show solidarity. So this is exactly why I am here.
It is a very serious incident that happens around 8. We were notified and we are here with full force, you know, with our men to try and secure the area, allow the fire service to do their work, and then to forge ahead and see how we're going to extinguish this fire. So that's the main reason why we are here.
maa ngi jógee train si beach bi so maa ngi egsi bugg a julli timis rek ma gis safara bi so ma gisee safara bi nag ñun ñoo neen ba fii nii time bu tàng bu mag bi explode ba leer noonu ñun ñu ngi fii loolu moo dem ban tànk la tangi gaz bi loolu moo laka factory bii nii bi ko dafa explode affaire bi tasaaroo moo dem laka fale tamit si fii saar foo rombee noonu so time boobu noonu nag ñu daw so after ma daw pour dem si mobile police fii nii because fire service seen boss mu ngi fa ñu ngi ko wax Hama Janga so after ma tasi ak moom nag si boori Eco Bank so time boobu noonu nag la ma laajte lu xew because mu ngi doon gis saxaar bi moom daal mu ngi ñëw pour laaj seet lu xew after ma ne ko try ngeen call seen gars fii mu ngi laka factory gaz bi so fat la génnee funam mu call fire service time boobu la gars yi ron di ñëw nag
yaa gis nga moto bi démba la wàcca si port bi démba recondition brand new la gis nga moto yëpp yu ees lañ nital fële nga gis moto yëpp yu ees lañ bi ma juddoo ba léegi dama dee dégg safara di gis safara si télévision si film si movie si waaye safara bu mel nii maa ngi ko soog a gis awju billahi mina shaytaani rajim
What are you doing here?
I'm going to replace my AfriCell 3G SIM card.
Why use a 3G SIM card when you have a 4G phone? Replace your 3G SIM card today for the real AfriCell 4G SIM and receive 1 GB of internet data for free.
Really?
Yes, get 1 GB for free just by replacing your SIM card at any AfriCell outlet. With no loss of contact, the cost of bundle from the 3G SIM card is the same for the 4G SIM. And guess what? With the 4G SIM card, you can also connect to the 3G network as well.
This is so cool. I'll replace my 3G SIM card right away to the real 4G SIM and receive my very own 1 GB for free.
From AfriCell, it's always real and it's for free.
Barrow on Monday morning made a surprise visit to the industrial zone to see on first hand the extent of the damage and as well to stand in solidarity with the victims there. Meanwhile, President Adama Barrow on Monday morning made a surprise visit to the industrial zone to see on first hand the extent of the damage, but also to stand in solidarity with the victims.
But the good thing is they are very determined to put off the fire and to contain the situation. I think it's around 9 o'clock or so.
If that,
I received a call from the Inspector General of Police informing me about this fire incident. From that 9 o'clock, I have been communicating with my security chiefs, Chief of Intelligence, the Minister of Interior. They have been giving me update about what was happening here. Up to, I think my last call was around 12 o'clock with my security chiefs. And I said, no, I think I've been getting information, but it's important for me to come and see for myself. It's a very unfortunate situation. It's difficult, but we cannot thank enough the fire service team for the hard work and under very difficult circumstances. But the good thing is they are very determined to put off the fire and to contain the situation. But we are here to see and assess and know what we are going to do next. I think our next move is to set up an inquiry team to look at what have happened, to establish the facts, what was the cause of the fire, and how do we avoid it in the future. And also look at institutions that are also doing the same business, whether they are following safety standards. I think these are very important. These are things that we ignore, but they can cause a lot of trouble. Because of that, that's why I am really here.
Honorable, you have witnessed there is damage. Any estimation of it at this time?
It's after the inquiries that we can assess the damage and know exactly what have happened and what can government do. But we will assure you that the government will give all.
And so the victims of the massive fire there today began to come to terms with their loss, as some struggled to fight back tears.
This is the store. It has building material items, some toilet seats and tiles and some paints, water paints, and many different mix items, little item tools that you use for building material for construction.
How much money, if you have to estimate?
It's around 10 to 15 million dollars.
Now that you lost all this, what next for you? What impact will this have on your business?
My business is finished now. I cannot survive. I cannot continue now. This is all my hard work since 25 years. I work, all go in one evening, one night, everything go away. I have to pay people loan. I have to survive. I have to pay with my family. I cannot continue. I cannot continue.
How did this fire start?
Next to this store, there is a gas factory, and since yesterday was Sunday, all the day it was leaking the gas, and people around area here, they went and complained the person there, but he was not very responsible. He was not serious about it. All the day it was leaking till the gas was all over this area, and yesterday evening somebody put on the match, and all this area went in fire, in complete fire, a big explosion of fire. And then there was a tanker standing of gas. It exploded. That's the one that hit the store, and my store and everything went in fire.
How many employees do you have here?
I have a Gambian. I have 15 employees, and I have 3 Indian employees.
What are you going to do next?
I don't know, madam. Now, at the moment, I'm completely finished. My mind cannot work now. Where Mr. Barrow was here, and he is also my old friend, as I'm living here in Gambia since 23 years. I know him very well. He used to be a good friend of mine, and he was also sorry for from the crowd. He called me and he also greeted me, and he was feeling sorry about it. He was sad about it. What happened?
When the gas was leaking, I mean, you just told us that there was a gas leak throughout the day. Have you also made it known to the owner of the gas?
I was not here. It was Sunday yesterday. You know, Sunday everybody relaxes at home. We did not come to know about the leaking. People living around here, they are the one. They went and complained the owner of the gas factory. But till that time, they did not contact us or told us anything about it. We did not know about it. Evening only when the fire catches, we came to know, and it was our festival yesterday, Indian festival. We were at home with our family. We couldn't do anything. We were just standing and watching things finishing since everything finished.
gas yi xanaa yi pété pété yi nii waaye loo xam ne am na fayda fii moom amatu fi waaw amatu fi lu am fayda because of fii mooy filling plan bi fii lañ dee fiile machine bi yëpp dem na léegi gis nga lii yëpp machine la boo ne moo doon fiil machine bi mooy bii tamit gas la dee amee waaye lakk na 10 tonnes na ñaata 10 tonnes yi lakk na ba jeex tak moto bu gudda la bu weex tal waaye yëpp lakk na ba jeex tak so fii moom nii lañ fi dékkee rek dañ ma mujjee jël fii nii yóbbu ma ba abu ko ma dem fanaan yi foofu noonu waaw ma fu ma dëkk fii nii ñëpp ñu ngi am waaw dafa métti trop borom pala bi tamit maa ngi koy masaw trop suma nii boo la amul benn problème ku baax la xolam bi set na trop waaye li ko dal nii moom dafa mel ni man la dal bi ko soo dëkkee nit mu am façon yi nii soo xanaa nga am xoli iñaan waaye li ko dal moom man la dal daanaka bi ko maa doon jooy mu ne ma su ma jooyee moom dina jooy moom su ma jooyee man lan la war a def so it means ñoo bokk benn mbir daal maa ngi koy masaw trop yàlla na ko yàlla jàpp.
yow mi nekk Amérique wala Europe war a yónnee mobile muy jël ay weer Smartphone House ñëw pour rek noppal leen looy def rek mooy nga def payment ñu deliver phone bi tey.
salaamaaleykum
maaleykum asalaam
man de sama jëkkër moo ma boole ak yéen Mohamed Ndiaye.
Mohamed Ndiaye.
waaw Sweden.
maa ma waxamoon tey si suba.
waaw daf ma call suma téléphone bi yaaxu mu ne ma demal Smartphone House ma ne ko waaye loolu gaaw na ni mu ne ma demal rek.
moom utal na la fi benn. mooy iPhone 8 Plus.
macha allah.
ak Smartphone House emuñ ci jaay mobile rek waaye dañuy jaay computer ay yére ak daala yi nga xam ne rek original lañ ba tax nag ku bugg a xam fi nga xam ne mooy Smartphone House da ngaa dem Kairaba Avenue opposite fi nga xam ne mooy Barcelona shop.
So we will now move away from that fire incident there and bring you some other news that we have. The United States President Donald Trump Sunday announced the death of Islamic State group leader Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi in a night raid by the U.S. forces. The influential IS leader's death is described by Trump there as a huge blow to the terrorist organization. But some Gambians are cautiously optimistic. Modu Justice Dabo has been following the development, and he pieced together this report. The elimination of the IS group's leader, Trump believes, is a landmark in the fight against terrorism.
States brought the world's #1 terrorist leader to justice. Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi is dead.
But even with the euphoria at the White House in Washington, some people in faraway the Gambia are optimistic but cautious. True, eliminating al-Baghdadi will no doubt deal the IS group a big blow, especially morally. But considering the extensive web of IS cutting through the globe, as well as the history of succession among terrorist groups around the world, Trump is believed to be pointing to the end of terrorism too soon.
The terror attacks that are not even coming from the group that we assume are terrorists. You understand? Because in Norway, somebody just walked in a church and then killed people. In New Zealand, it happens there. And this is not coming from the confined group that you are saying, okay, if Baghdad has been killed, so it will end terrorism. So terrorism is not part of a particular group. So to me, it's everywhere. You understand? So if he is being killed and then he is labeled as a terrorist, a major loss to the terrorist group for that matter, that cannot be the end of it, because they are not the only group that is engaged there. This is what I want people to understand. There are other groups in everywhere in this world that are engaged there. So it's just that we label them and then we generally accept that these are the only terrorist group that are existing.
Terrorism is not a huge security threat to the Gambia, but it is a source of concern to the country considering the growth of jihadist movements in West Africa. The jihadist influence is spreading in West Africa with poverty, unemployment, and illiteracy blamed for the radicalization. There are the Boko Haram and its splinter group ISWAP in Nigeria, jihadists in Mali, and thousands of people have left their homes as vicious attacks by jihadists continue unabated. And this has concerned some Gambians, as the Fatu Network discovers on the streets of Banjul.
No, in fact, we feel not to relax. The only thing is let us just adjust our security based on intelligence reports most of the time. I don't believe that maybe right now there is any terrorist activity going on in the Gambia, and then maybe in the near future it will not happen. But we will not also sit back and then just leave things like that. We can take preventive measures. Because prevention is better than cure. Let us not wait until it comes, then we started to do something. We can do it from now, and then this thing, alert our security guys, and then let the people be willing to be giving information to the security officers, because this is very important.
Hakili mala miroto namre sinyo la problemo muy la problemo le na dara step setano je nse mako no nyami alin tol sem fankanta no nyami nyanda ka step tale ka ke tol mako e mini ba kono alin kan tol fanam fang ngam fango kantan pour in case na tara nata alman ntankala bayri nga jala be daminto kija farol min ka keje kasarol min ka keje special musol lindindingol fankanto wakan wo kunta jele wate wate.
Yes, thank you so much for that question. Prevention is better than cure, because terrorism has been existing for decades or for centuries, and you never know where and how this attack will come on. So the best thing that you need to do is to prepare for it. And terrorism is a collective responsibility and it's a global concern. So if Nigeria has it as Boko Haram, and Burkina Faso has it, and then Kenya has it, people will just walk into a particular organization or even our worshiping centers. We've seen of recent that they will just go in and then kill people just like that. So we cannot just sit and say Gambia does not have it. Gambia has it as long as Nigeria has it. You understand? Gambia has it as long as America has it.
While there have not been any report of deadly terrorist attacks in the country, but unconfirmed reports have it that some Gambians have been arrested for having links with terrorist organizations. Very well, that will be that for today's news review. Thank you very much for being there. We'll be back tomorrow. Until then, goodbye.